I'd say that if you are looking for a place that will bring you into kind of the warm arms, comfort and stability about what you believe, about who you are, about what you need to do in the world, then go somewhere else, because this is not that place.
Time at Eastern was some of the best 4 years of my life.
Let's go, baby!
The reason why you come here is because you're serious and you want to be serious about studying, but you also want to do it from the framework of Christian community.
Eastern has a way of preparing you which goes beyond the classroom.
One of the things I really like about attending Eastern is that not only is it a rigorous academic setting, but it's also Christian-oriented.
The question why is a big deal here. You know, why are you doing this stuff? Is there a missional focus and a call so that you're going to go out and serve people? And from a Christian perspective, in so doing, serve God.
I started reading the Claiborne book, and I just had this desperate sense that if I was ever going to actually be anything like what a Christian should be like, that I had to go to Eastern.
I'm Jennifer Boehm, and I'm Season 2 MasterChef winner. Eastern University was really influential on where I am today. It grounded me on who I am, and it really made me stick by my values. Competing on a nationally televised show such as MasterChef, and dealing with personalities like Gordon Ramsay and Graham Elliott and Joe Bastianich, it really taught me patience, and it really taught me how to really love them with open arms when criticism came, not always the way you wanted it. So I think that's what Eastern really helped me with. Being away from the church and then coming back and going to school there really grounded me in my faith, which was so important to me. And just the campus alone is so stunning. How can you not want to sit outside and study next to the ponds? It's absolutely gorgeous there.
So I came to Eastern on a rainy day. It was a horrible day, wind blowing, cold outside, and still walking around the campus, I immediately fell in love. Everything about the comfort of the people that I met, the staff, the administration that I talked to, and especially the sense of a desire to actually get to know you that I felt from the admissions coordinators that I was connecting to that day. They really made me feel like this was a place that wasn't gonna make me just a part of a larger sea, but actually somebody who was gonna have a purpose and a plan at this college.
I looked around at a few schools, but Eastern was one of the very few that I applied to and that I really looked into in depth. What made me choose Eastern over other schools was that not only did it have the youth ministry program I was looking for, but the spirit of the campus, how it was a different kind of atmosphere unlike any other school I've been to, where people actually smile and talk to you, where professors actually essentially try to get to know your name. And I got all of this and saw all of this just from a visit alone. It was such a unique place. I said, this is a place for me, a place where I could grow.
Whenever I came here, it was one of the only campuses where the college students would come up to me and ask me how I was doing and if I needed any help. And that was a huge factor just because, I mean, if I'm a high school student coming in here and they're treating me like that, I can't even imagine what it would be like when I'm actually a student engrossed in the culture here.
From the first time I visited it, I just really felt a connection. I know it sounds cheesy, but honestly, I love the campus and it's just so beautiful to be here. And the people are just really welcoming. I remember just walking on one of the paths and just so many people were saying hi to me and I didn't even know them. And it was just such a welcoming environment and just so obviously full of God's love. And it was just a really, really cool place.
My favorite memory at Eastern, there are a lot of them.
Favorite memory at Eastern, there are so many.
My favorite memory at Eastern, I'm debating between...
It's my favorite memory. It's hard to say just one.
Attending Eastern is not easy. The teachers won't provide you with all the answers. And so in that sense, it's not safe as you would consider other universities to be safe. But at the same time, you come out of Eastern knowing more, understanding more about life, and as cliche as this probably sounds, living a little more consciously than you would if you attended another school.
My time at Eastern was hands down one of the best times of my entire life.
I think Eastern has always offered a unique perspective among Christian schools where, you know, it's not just everyone thinks the same way and you need to kind of fall in line. When you come to Eastern, you really get a full sense of developing your own perspectives by hearing fair sides of lots of different issues, by experiencing lots of different people, lots of different professors, and really getting to understand where people are coming from. And it really gives you a good perspective on life and, you know, just the things you're going to run into actually in the real world.
I think that I can say without much doubt that I don't think I would have stayed a Christian if it weren't for Eastern. I came here with a lot of questions, and I came from a background in which questions were really discouraged, and that was unhelpful for me. And I found actually here at Eastern that the sort of Orthodox Christian faith could answer a lot of the deep questions I had about life. And so Eastern has been a tremendously useful place for me in my faith. It's deepened and strengthened in ways I can't begin to articulate.
There's so many good memories, but I think the one thing that's really just been so important to me is the fact that I've just grown so much in my faith. Being around so many people that are working to be better Christians and understand, grow to know God more, it's just like really strengthened my faith and made it more of an everyday thing. It used to be kind of just like a Sunday ritual for me. Church, it wasn't really too meaningful, so it's really been good to just strengthen my faith and really just grow closer to God and learning to do things out of my comfort zone.
If you're considering Eastern University, I would say stop considering. Go for it. You will make some of the best friends you'll ever have in your lifetime, and you will receive one of the best educations that you can get.
Just by attending Eastern, I've come to think about my career differently, and not just think about career because of money, but thinking about my vocation and the fact that Eastern integrates Christianity with their curriculum makes me think about my vocation in this world. Makes me think about not just being an economic development practitioner, but being a Christian economic development practitioner and what that means, how that makes me different from all the others.
What advice would I have for someone considering Eastern? I would say definitely take the chance. I think there's a whole lot of good things at Eastern.
Learning how to make true friendships, learning how to ask the right questions, learning how to care and love people despite what they can give you in return. These are all things that I learned at Eastern, things that I've tried to teach to other people, things that I have to remember every day of my life.
The advice I have for someone who's considering Eastern is if you are willing to be challenged, if you are willing to learn, if you are willing to open up your eyes, your heart, and your mind, then come here.
Be open. You never know what kind of experience you'll have. You never know the persons that you'll meet. You will never know the places where you may end up going, literally. You may get an opportunity to study abroad. You may get an opportunity with a class to just travel to a different place, even for a short amount of time. But the key part in that, I would say, be open. Be open to what God is leading you to do. Be open to not only the people that you'll meet, but what they will share with you. And you just might be amazed at how it may be a thing that will change your life.